Alright, we're recording.
It's on? Alright, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say Kala Yahweh.
Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hashem Kadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to the elect Christians born in truth and sincerity. We're going to start off with Revelation 18, talking about America, which is also known scripturally as Babylon, Babylon the Great. And basically the downfall of its economy as it's going on right now through the crisis of COVID. Yeah, Revelation 18. Start at 1.
It's Revelation 18, chapter 1. Slakia, verse 1. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils.
Now this is a prophecy that still needs to be fulfilled, but is being fulfilled out. Because I forgot what his name was, but you said America was circling in the drain. Right? When you look at that.
One of the elites said that.
One of the elites said that?
Yeah.
Come on, America's circling the drain. And you can see that, man. There's a lot of people who, before COVID, were moving out back to their own countries that used to come to America for the so-called American dream, which now is dead. There's no such thing as the American dream anymore. Nightmare, yeah.
American nightmare.
It's an American nightmare, for real. Because America, man, like for the last, how many years, America is known to be a dangerous place to live. With all the, I think they call Chicago Chirac, with all the amount of deaths that were happening per week. You know, so this is supposed to be the great city. You know, so. You have a precept you want to pray out?
No, I'm going to read. Verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
That's right, and that's through all their. I think there's a thing called the petrodollar, right? Which is where it's where America can sell oil that they're in alliance with, I think, with Saudi Arabia throughout the world through American currency. So all the kings of all the other nations have committed fornication with America, have joined America through the trading, through all the resources. I think China now is slowly pulling out from America as far as business goes because people are not consuming anymore. America was known as one of the biggest consumers, right?
And the fornication is going into the idolatry and the false worship. Because once you come into America, you basically come under a spirit, right? Mainly our people, as so-called Christians. You want to free yourself and say this is a Christian country, right? And we don't do Christian anyway because that's some other kind of wine, man, right? That's some foul plantation doctrine. Okay, that's why we're out here pushing this word as Israelites. We went back to our nationality, and we're causing this kingdom to fall and to falter because of what we're saying. All right, Christianity didn't do nothing for our people, right? But this is, all right. This is not preaching the whole four corners of the earth. There are people waking up and leaving the Christian churches. Okay, so the fornication period is over, and you have no reason to be fornicating anymore on a spiritual level and any level at all.
Yeah,
all right.
Even the other nations have doing that. Like you got a lot of Elam and Ishmaelite women that come from their land and come over to America, the Western Hemisphere. Now they can drive. They're a lot more proudful because America's in the spirit of women ruling over men, and that's why a lot of these guys that wear Punjabis and whatnot, they come over to America. All of a sudden now they're getting phased, getting haircuts, getting lineups because they're throwing their customs and traditions away to follow America, drinking of that wine, which is a vibration. It's a spirit.
The hijabs are off. You see, in the East, the girls are covered up and the eyes are out. And everything is covered up. Over here, everything is out and the eyes are covered up. There are sunglasses. So everything's backwards here, man. You know what I mean?
Quick precept. So this is Job 3 and 14. So Job saw all of this.
Right? The point is the prophets were shown, prophets of Yahweh Shem and Shalish were shown this. And the record says, Job 3 and 14, with the kings and counselors of the earth, which built desolate places for themselves. And, hey, so listen, if you're not spiritual, if you're not led of the Spirit, this is all good to you. Everything's beautiful, everything's running up and running, but this is fucking desolate. And I'm talking morally, intellectually, spiritually, forget it. Everything is bankrupt. Okay, it's just a dead thing walking around. Pure plastic.
National debt.
Yeah, clay, which is clay. Okay,
Thick clay.
thick
Yeah,
clay.
I got the precept on that too.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says here,
That's the point. Yeah.
this is Habakkuk chapter, Salakia here, 2 verse 6, and it says, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that laded himself with thick clay.
And the parable just means a wise saying, man. And the ones who are saying that are us, right? Because everyone is good with what's going on right now. They got their barbecues going on, and the girls are on half naked, right? They can come out now, so they're good. We're the ones saying woe to them, man, and woe just means destruction, right? So every time we're in camp, we always be sending up curses on this place, right? Worldwide, right? But mainly Babylon. That's that Babylon, man. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, well, yeah. Real quick.
Is there more on that?
It just said, well, the thick clay, it just goes into weight of pledges and heavy debts. That's what it means.
Yeah.
So this place is in debt.
Beautiful. Yeah, detonation, man. That's what it's all about. That's what the prophecy is all about. And that, as a matter of fact, that's what's choking out this place,
Yeah,
right?
because of
Before
the
missiles are
amount
going.
of people that's here, man, and then, the accumulation of debt keep on. It's all fabricated through lies, robbery, deceit, right? And then they keep on pushing this bullshit for how many years? That's why they're going to push a whole new one through their new world disorder.
Yes.
Microchip everybody so that they can program them. Oh, you make this money, I can take it from you. You have no say. I took it from you. What are you going to do?
Electronic dollar.
Because they're already doing it by the tax, They zap it right out of your check.
Well, they're giving them free money, and them guys from Nigeria, the hush puppy, got 1.6 billion of that, man. You know what I mean? And people are mad. I'm happy with that guy, man. You know what I mean? Even though he did the wickedness with it, you know what I mean? But he's helped
Sure, okay.
his kingdom.
You don't mind?
Right? And increase
I wasn't sure
to
if
their
you
debt.
were
Right, that's right.
That's part of prophecy.
Gone.
power pack.
And I'm pretty sure, I think it was 1930s was the last time they actually had physical backing.
Gone.
No,
Before-
actually,
was it gold?
it was all the way
Come
up
on.
to the 60s when I think Nixon.
That was the
I
last
think it
time
was
they had
Nixon. But 1933, under the Reservoir Act, that's when it was
Zoom?
issued. So it started actually in
Zoom with this button and you
1913,
zoom out.
but it
Just
took
push it to
long
the
for them
side.
to just like, you know what, we're pushing
You
it
just
right
push
to
it to
the
the-
front.
Okay,
Just
con,
like how
con.
they're slowly doing it with the microchip. They already got it here, it's already here. But that's just different stages. Because they can't fully implement it because they have to psychologically implement it in people's
Yeah,
minds, right?
that's it.
Because these people
why
are,
you can't-
here it is, COVID,
Yeah.
Yep. That's on the
which is the word actually, with the sheep, right?
That's why
Great
you
point.
can't get stuck in. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say to what the brother just said, for the young brothers, he mentioned Nixon, okay? And he gave you a date, 1913. Anyway, we got it on record for you to understand what's really going on. But when I was growing up, Nixon, the infamous saying for you young guys is what you need to know. He says, the thing was what fucked him up was he made all these he made these tapes, and the Lord destroyed him through his own demise. And the great quote that came from it was, "You should have learned the tapes, not you should have burned the tapes, not learned the tapes." So the point is, information got out and everything got fucked up. But it plays a key role. You should have burned the tapes instead of learned
It
the
says
tapes.
their own tongue shall fall on them. So that scripture will be that. And their own tongue shall fall on them. Right? They've been telling themselves, man. Like what's happening now. Right? The Egyptians are against the Egyptians because like they're going against each other. Right? So you have one Edomite thinking he's righteous, talking about, this preach again, when you're all the wicked men. Right? But it's prophecy being fulfilled and you're telling each other, man.
I have a brief thing here because this is I had to check. It's type in Nixon gold standard. It says here just a briefing. It says the Nixon shock was a series of economic measures undertaken by United States President Richard Nixon in 1971 in response to increasing inflation, the most significant of which were wage and price.
Yes.
Another one.
Introduction of inflation.
Which is true, because how many times do you ever see the minimum wage going up and down? That's inflation. Even with prices, you can go to the store one time and